Hello traders and friends. I'm back to work, so I'm not going to be doing too many of these videos, so I'll try to keep it short and everything, but these are not trade recommendations or anything, just remember that. And if you want to follow me, I'm at Gumby9662C on Twitter. Okay? And some things that's really bothering me as today's action. IWM, this is your Russell, and it's heavily weighted with your regional banks. And so what I was seeing today here, you see your momentum line. I use the 8 SMA as my leading indicator, and we closed right on that day one for the week here. So it was not looking very healthy for IWM, and I think the interest rates had a lot to do with that. Bonds were catching one heck of a bid today, and we not only gapped down below last week's low, we closed below last week's low, day one of the week. And that is not very bullish for the markets. So just keep that in mind. This is not a very good indication that for the markets and the financials in general. So just be real careful on your longs going into this week, because I think we're going to get some volatility increases here. Here's a chart which I use for volatility, and I had mentioned in a prior video how I didn't think that the back here right about this time frame, I didn't think you'd see volatility much lower for this earnings season. Well, we did get one day there for a flush, short-term flush, but for the most part we're holding right here between this the VIX versus the VXV, the short-term VIX. So, but at any rate, I think we're going to start seeing the volatility start actually upticking now, since most of the earnings are done. Ordinarily, I don't talk about dividends too much, but you have to be concerned about this. Boeing, if you're short Boeing, you got to be careful. You go ex-dividend effective Wednesday. So keep in mind that you don't get stuck with ex-dividend on Boeing, and you have IBM and your ExxonMobils and American Power, Costco. There's some big boys here that are having their earnings, or having their dividends hitting Wednesday. So just keep that in mind here. You don't want to be caught holding puts with dividends coming around. Another thing I was wanting to tell you about here, you got some shareholder meetings hitting tomorrow, and Chase Corporation is going to be hitting, so that will be impacting possibly financials a little bit. Then there was also, well, you have Emerson Electric. I can't remember what industry that is, but Rockwell Automation, that's going to be your industrials. So there are some crucial things happening tomorrow. Just keep that in mind on the shareholder meetings. Earnings wise, we got Gilead, Disney, Coors, Buffalo Wild Wings, Panera, all hitting tomorrow. General Motors, Akamai, and I've heard some very positive comments about Akamai, so just remember that. And that is a Chinese related firm, so there's probably going to be a bid in some of the Chinese stocks tomorrow going into this Chinese play. Ultra Salon, well, no, that's not Ulta. So Novell is National Oil Well, so keep that in mind. And that's just some. There are a huge number of earnings out tomorrow, so there's some more of them right there. I do just want to say that Gilead is, if they catch a significant bid, there's a lot of biotechs in the NASDAQ, and the NASDAQ's already at all-time highs, so we could be putting brand new all-time highs in the NASDAQ tomorrow if Gilead were to catch a bid. And I am long Disney, so Morrison Cool's, this is an apparel company, and retail's been really hit, so I'm kind of thinking Coors is probably going to miss their numbers. And Buffalo Wild Wings will probably go with Chipotle. Chipotle popped on their earnings, so I'm thinking Buffalo Wild Wings will probably catch a bid tomorrow too. Now, one area to really be concerned about is General Motors, of course. They have a lot of exposure in China, and with the saber rattling going on with Trump, they may have some comments related to this, especially about the whole Build in America theme and automotives and stuff. They're going to be under a lot of fire under the Trump administration. And there was already some downgrades last Friday with CarMax. They're really afraid that there's going to be a massive. There's all kinds of rental leases on automobiles are about to hit the market, and it's going to drive down the residual values on these vehicles. So any upside pricing into brand new vehicles are going to be hampered because of the rapid depreciation of the residual values. So that's another thing you're going to have to be very concerned about with these automakers. I'm going to look at Wednesday real quick here. You got Whole Food Markets and Yum. I'm not very bullish on Whole Food Markets. I think there's just way too much competition. They don't have any type of specialty that they can protect from other retailers from getting into their space. So this is not a company I particularly like. Yum Brands, on the other hand, they have a huge China exposure. There's been a lot of analyst upgrades and stuff on this, so there's probably pretty good expectations on that. And Alaskan Airlines likely to go to all-time highs, so we'll see what happens on that. 1 second here. Well, here's a few of the others from Wednesday. Those are the only ones I really want to talk about. Quick rundown on our economic. The main thing I'm seeing, we got the the T-bill auctions tomorrow, and we're already having some significant pressure on the interest rates today. So we'll see how much demand there are on the bonds. If we start seeing a massive demand in bonds come tomorrow, it could really start driving these markets lower. Then tomorrow afternoon, consumer credit, and then the next day we got mortgage applications, which have been coming in light here lately, so keep that one in mind. So that's another real dangerous signal. And I want to conclude with the Japanese yen here, something to keep on your watch here. Today, first day of the week, we broke out of a 3-week consolidation area, and we're coming into new highs. And this signals dangers of potential unwind of the carry trade. So this is going to put even further upside pressure or downside pressure on the market. So just be real careful on your longs. I just don't. We'll see how the earnings come out and stuff, but be real careful. Okay, thanks.